20 million Americans watched the Kavanaugh hearings, and some found the opportunity for cross-promotion impossible to resist, apparently. That's the subject of this week's State of the Cartoon. Emotions were running high.
Greetings, everybody. I'm just going to make kind of a short video on something serious that's going on in America today. It has to do with Brett Kavanaugh and what's going on in the news. There are 20 million people watching this man and talking about what he did or did not do back in the mid-80s, when he was in high school, when he was in college. There are accusations being made, and he is a justice. So another example of a judge who breaks the law, and when it becomes public, people don't really do anything. Nobody's talking about bringing criminal charges against him. He just might not make it to the Supreme Court because of the bad publicity. If you go back and watch the videos, Public Notice, Lawless Authority, and the video, How You Know Court Has No Jurisdiction, and then the video that kind of just briefly goes over what Public Notice, Lawless Authority is about. Violent attempted robbery by Judge Thomas McAvoy Britton and accessories. North Carolina accessory to theft of property, and goes into some of those things. Number of statutes Thomas and friends break to rob Henry Ramo. This is on a local county level exactly how unlawful they have become. And until you get justice and you get right people who do right on the local county level, you cannot expect to have it or see it on a federal level. We have to give them a better pool of selection to pick these people from. Because if we have corruption on the very basic, most fundamental county level, then how do you expect to have a federal level that's not corrupt? We have to work together, and we have to stand with one another on the local county levels in order to produce a pool for governors and presidents and legislatures to choose from of people who are not corrupt, who are not wicked, who are not ill-minded. And that's the only way that we can take this and move forward. I heard in a news report that 20 million people were watching this Kavanaugh on TV and in the news. That is 16.2% of Americans. Now, if 16.2% of Americans got together and decided, hey, we're going to get a court of law, they would have it within a month, no problems. They might have it within a week. But because the news and the news media and the news agencies keep projecting to people what they should think and how they should feel, they don't do that. And they sit down and they have arguments at the dinner table over whether this guy did or did not do this back when he was in Yale, when he was in college, when he was in high school. Every now and then you see things like this pop up in the media, and they seem to go nowhere. They get dropped. They do not get investigated. And why? Why does that happen? What's really going on? The Guardian. Pentagon workers found to have downloaded child pornography in the U.S. It's not a secret. The Boston. Pentagon lagged on pursuing porn cases. And see, these are just, this is just the way that these people do business. They all do this. And look at this. NSA silent on spies, child porn problem. Like, if the NSA can lock any of us up or just go into our computers, listen to any of our phone calls, and have unlimited range to violate our privacy in the name of national security and freedom and justice, then how come the United States government has not locked up and shut down every single pornographic ring, every single sex trafficking ring, every single mafia-created ties to Afghanistan, bringing in heroin, this, that, and the other, if they're not getting some part of it? I mean, if they could get videos of a man who wasn't even broadcasting anything on the internet or talking on a cell phone, who was just making videos in some cave in Afghanistan, you don't think that they can listen in and find out who is actually running these rings and who is actually responsible for the large circuit criminal activity that's going on in America? Just think about those people. I'm not saying what to do. I'm just pointing out some problems. And I say, we need to do something. We have got to do something. Our children require us to do something. I am just conspiracy, and I just wish to conspire with other good people of this planet to leave a better world for future generations than the world we all grew up in. Thank you.